Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you, dog. It's Friday. Yay.
Happy TDIF, everybody.
Oh my gosh, this week has just flown by. I can't believe it's Friday. I think I've had a day off. Like, I feel like tomorrow should be Friday because I need that extra time just to get in all the things that I want to do this week. But I'm so happy it is Friday so that we get to all hang out together and do a really fun craft. It's our favorite day of the week. I know we say that all the time, but it really is, isn't it, Hillary? This is the best.
This is so much fun to get together and just do something quick and easy and no pressure.
Lighthearted. Yeah. Let your creative juices flow. You don't have to think about the worries of the world because you're getting to do something really fun and in honor of your love for pups. Like, what could be better? So hi everybody. If you don't know who we are, I'm Patty. I'm here with the amazing Hillary.
Hello, everybody.
And fall is in the air. We are the co-founders of Hound Hugger DIY. We've got a really fun fall themed craft today. I've got my little dachshund jumping.
I love that.
To the leaves. I love the little t-shirt. I'm like, I get to wear my fall shirt today. So, and you look adorable in your sweater. So cute.
Yeah, it's finally getting to be a little bit more like this cooler. Afternoon won't feel like fall, but this morning it's gonna get crisp and starting to feel like fall.
Depending on where you are, I know Texas has had a lot of heat to deal with. We're going to get hotter, I think, tomorrow and for the next few days, but we're enjoying the fall, like the tease for fall is around the corner. And we've got a really fun craft today. As I said, it's a nautical rope pumpkin, and you can kind of see mine looks a little bit more like a gourd, which is fine. It's in the pumpkin family, but they're really cute. They're really easy. It's a Dollar Tree DIY. So all you need is some rope, a stick from the yard, and some dog ribbon, of course, to dogify it. And then some kind of, for this particular one, I used like a 5x7 chalkboard. This is also from Dollar Tree. They're little Dollar Tree chalkboard, but anything of a 5x7 frame would work, or anything like that. And the size of whatever frame or board or even piece of cardboard that you use will determine the size of your pumpkin. So that's kind of where this comes into play. So you can pick any size, and you can pick any rope or jute or anything like that you have on hand as well, as long as it's got some heft to it. Like yarn probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. You need something that's got a little bit of
body
stiffness to it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's show everybody how to go about it. You're going to use the rope, and I'm going to use some jute, but this is the rope that we use.
Yeah, so this is the one that Patty used for the version that she just showed you. They actually have multiple sizes of this nautical rope at Dollar Tree, and I'm actually using the next one down because I had more of that. And if you're using this big rope, you're going to need 4 packets of it. Is that correct?
Because it's shorter. Yeah, it's 6.8 feet. That's the kind that you'll need. If you get the thicker one, you need 4 of those.
And then if you get the 11 foot, it's 11.1 feet, then you just need 2 of these because you'll cut it in half. It's longer.
It's a little narrower in size, but longer in length, which is great. And then today I'm going to show you how to use the jute. It's the really fat, chunky jute, and it's 8 feet long. And that also makes a really cute pumpkin. And if you do these in ropes and jutes and all kinds of stuff and put them together as a collection, it's really, the textures and everything go really well together. It's really kind of fun.
It's really cute how they complement each other, and they've all got, they have that sort of rustic feel. So the different size ropes, you can make different size pumpkins. So for mine, Patty was using the 5x7 for her large rope version. I'm just using a 4x6. This is a little canvas that I had from Dollar Tree. So I'm using this as my template for this one.
And then for the jute that I'm going to be using for mine, because it's not, I guess the length is there, but I wanted a smaller size pumpkin. I actually was just looking at my phone and I thought, oh, that's a good size. So I just traced a piece of cardboard the size of my phone, and I'm going to use that so that'll give me my height for my pumpkin, which is really cool. All right, so you just unwind your rope or jute, whatever you're using, and then we're just gonna start at one end, and then you just wrap it around all the way to the other end. and just try to keep them close together.
And you don't need to wrap it super tight because you're going to
No.
slide this off of here. So make it easy on yourself and don't wrap it so tight that I had to undo mine the first time because I had it on there a little too tight. So
okay.
But basically, really, you're just trying to keep the loops the same size.
Yeah, so exactly. I was just going to say that. Yeah, exactly. So once you get to the end, then you're going to take some twine for the rope one. I just had some white twine that I used. For the jute one, I'm going to just use some jute twine. And then you just cut off a piece, which I have. And then we're going to slide this off and put our twine inside as we slide it off, or if you want to slide it off first, but I kind of put the twine in first, and then we're just going to tie, slide that off.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like these, they have a lot of movement and stuff like that. They're going to kind of look like, you know, heirloom pumpkins. They're not going to look like, you know, perfectly,
yeah, exactly,
perfectly symmetrical little pumpkin shapes. They've got more personality than that.
Yeah, and that actually makes them look more natural, I think. So, which is nice. They don't need to be perfect. All right, so got mine tied. You can cut off the excess twine, and then you can kind of just play around with it so that you're getting these loops kind of close together. We're creating a part of the pumpkin, right? So this is a section of the pumpkin. So just kind of making it look pumpkin-y in shape. And then if there's any excess, you can cut off the ends. I also was gluing the ends. So, you know, kind of tucking them under and gluing them in place. Whatever you want to do to kind of hide the ends. And then I guess I'll cut this end off in the bottom here. Maybe. There we go. And then I'm just going to glue the ends down. And then we're going to just start gluing. So here's where the twine is. You're going to want to glue glue these rope pieces together above the twine and then below the twine on both sides of the twine, of the knot. Just a little bit, just enough to keep them touching each other.
Yeah.
The rope.
And they do have these little silicone finger protectors at Dollar Tree as well.
Oh,
these might be helpful. And it's nice, the rope for sure glues together pretty nicely, but you do have to hold it for a second. So, you know, just to let it kind of tack up. So it's nice to have a little bit of protection if you need it.
Yeah. The next time I go to Dollar Tree, I have got to get some. I totally burned my fingers a couple times on the first pumpkin that I did. You know, I feel like, I don't need finger protection. I'm fine. Until you get a project like this where it's like, it would have been a lot easier, better if I had it. Also notice too that you're not making an exact row of all the ropes. Like some can overlap. Some of the loops can overlap each other, and that's totally fine. In fact, you kind of want to do that because it'll make it look, again, more natural. All right.
And you don't have to glue very far down. It's probably about maybe an inch at most is kind of what you're gluing.
I need out of glue sticks. There we go. The jute actually too is one that doesn't need a lot of glue. I noticed with the rope, because it's a lot more flexible, the jute is a lot stiffer. You really don't need quite as much glue for the jute. All right.
I took my finger protector out. I didn't actually put it on my finger, and So
Did you burn yourself?
You definitely like.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead
For
and
this project, I totally would get one. I'd get 5, like, or 10. I'd get one for all my fingers. Yeah. But us diehard crafters,
Yep.
we're used to the glue guns, evil ways. All right. All right. So we're going to glue again. Here's the twine. We're going to glue above the, if I have it up like this, I'm going to glue a little bit on the top, but I'm also going to glue a little bit on the bottom. For my little gourd looking pumpkin, I only glued the top portion, and that gave it kind of a squishy bottom to it. So if you want yours to look a little more fat and plump and kind of just fun and silly looking, you can just not glue the bottom part underneath the twine when you're tying things together, and it'll give it a nice floppy bottom, which is kind of cute too.
And you can always glue them late. Like if you put it together and then decided like, oh, I'd like a little bit more structure on the bottom part.
Yeah.
You can glue it, after they're tied together too.
Right. Exactly. All right. How are you doing? Are you close?
Got just a couple more.
Okay. I think I've got, I'm going to glue, I didn't glue these. So I'm going to glue these a little bit. So once you do one, you're going to do this a couple more times. So depending on the rope. So this little guy had 4 sections. So we just did 1 section. You can do 4 sections. Hillary, I think you're doing 4 sections because you cut your rope in half.
Yep.
So you're doing 4 sections. With the jute that I've got, 3 sections, and the size that I did, which is kind of that cell phone size, long and skinny. I only need 3 sections for my pumpkin. So you can do a section at a time and then kind of play around with it and see what you think, see what it looks like. And you can always add another section if you feel like you want a little thicker or fatter or larger body to it. And I didn't put any glue on my jute, the other sections that I made, so I'm just adding a little bit now. In fact, you could probably get away with no glue on the jute because it is so stiff, which I really like about that.
Yeah, and it saves your fingers, which is
totally
another bonus.
That was my huge bonus because I did do some damage gluing my fingers. But see how you can kind of put the sections together. I'm just holding it together. It's not glued or tied or anything, but you can kind of get an idea for how many sections you need as you start putting these sections together, whether you need 3 or 4 or 5 depending on what you're using. So there we go. Oh, look at yours. It's adorable. That's adorable. So then we're going to take a longer piece of twine. And then now we're going to be tying all of the sections together. So just going in one end out through the other. And we'll just do that. We'll just connect them all together that way. And then once you have them all connected, here's the tip. You want these guys to be tied as tightly as possible. The tighter you get them, the more pumpkin-y it's going to look. It's going to bring in all of those sections into the center. You really don't want a large hole in the center. If you have it, that's fine. I think my nautical rope had a bit of a, kind of a larger hole. I just used a larger stick to fill it with. But I didn't tie it very tightly together. I tied it what I thought was tight, but you can definitely try to tie it as absolutely tightly as possible. Bring them in.
And leaving your twine really long will help you be able to do that too.
Yeah.
So you can really get a good grip on it.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Once we have those tied together, we just cut off the ends of the twine from our knot. And then you can kind of just play around with it play with a shape, put the rings, the loops where you want them. And now we're just going to glue the sections together. So those rope loops that were on the ends of each section, we're going to glue those together so that it's securing everything into one. All right. Oh, it looks so cute. They look so cute. I love these. They're so fun. You just kind of never know what it's going to look like until,
Yeah, it definitely got its own personality. So you can just kind of play around with the little loops and get them to where you want them.
Really cool. I love this. I love that this is a different technique than using fabric or, some of the other painting or anything like that. It's a really neat effect. I love the kind of farmhouse country feel to it. The real natural rope or jute just looks so cool. It's got so much character and texture to it. And there's really, it comes that way. So there's not a lot that you have to do to embellish it.
It's got a lot of personality just because of the material that it's using. So
it really does.
Very cool.
All right. Now, again, these are not all going to be connected, but up against the loops are not all going to be like, if you're a perfectionist like me, I feel like I want every loop lined up perfectly, touching every other loop. And you have to remember that's not how the finished product is. So there's going to be spaces. They're not all going to be touching each other. But that's kind of the fun of how they end up looking. But if you see a large spot and you want to close it off, glue them together, feel free to do that. But just know you don't have to have everything touching everything.
Yeah, you're not trying to get this perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah.
Or if you are, you're going to have a challenge.
It'll be hard.
They're just never
exactly.
never going to actually do that.
Exactly.
So you kind of have to embrace the rustic
quirkiness
nature of them.
Yeah. They're quirky. Little thing on my jute here. All right, cool. So once you get your little friend together, I love their little pumpkin friend. Once you get your pumpkin shape the way you like it and everything's glued in place and you're happy with it, and you're just going to go out and find a stick, or you can use some more jute. You can wrap jute around popsicle sticks or something, whatever you like.
You could even take a little bit of your rope. If you have some extra rope, you could use the rope and then wrap the jute around.
Yep. And then glue that in place.
And glue that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So now we're just going to glue our stem in place. I really love how this craft is it's so simple, and you pretty much have most everything in your craft stash, or certainly just going to get some ribbon or not ribbon, but rope or jute at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, there's very few materials that you need for this one. So.
Yeah. Look how cute.
And then you can kind of squish them up and
yeah, exactly. They turn out different shapes. Like this one looks really round, and I almost didn't do anything to it really.
Yep.
The rope one takes a little bit more kind of zhuzhing, right, to get it into
it's really loose. So you can kind of which is fun because then you can kind of adjust how you want it to look too.
Exactly. And then of course we need to add our little doggy flavor to it. So I've got this ribbon here. Oh, I love yours. That's so cute.
So I just took this. It's kind of a larger ribbon and just made a little bow out of it. So.
I love that. That's so great. All right. So then we're just going to add our little bow, figure out where we want the front to be. That looks cute right there. Put a little glue on there. Oh, It's so adorable. It's so adorable.
These are so cute. I love the jute one. I think that one turns out really pretty too.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
So.
It's a fun one to try. I mean, I would suggest trying them both, but these are just adorable. Look at yours. It's so cute. I love it. Oh my gosh. It's so fun. And so one of the other tricks you can do, especially if you're using the nautical rope, is you can add more glue to make it stiff, but you can also get some spray and starch. And then that will actually help stiffen the rope and make it a little more, make it stand up a little better. I didn't use any starch on mine, but you can certainly do that so that it helps it kind of retain its shape.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so it doesn't melt or anything like that. Look like it's melting. But yeah.
They're so cute. And you can obviously go like using the different sizes. You can make them as big as small as you want, you know, like that's so fun. I love it.
They're adorable. They're so cute. They'd be so much fun on a table centerpiece. They'd be fun to give away as holiday gifts if you've got a hostess gift you want to give for Thanksgiving or anything like that, because these last pretty much all season long, right? They go through from fall into Thanksgiving just beautifully. I just love them. And you could even leave these up year round because they're just nice neutrals, right?
Yeah, they
kind of last all year. So anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for being with us today. If you give them a try, please let us know. Share your pictures. And then if you know of anybody that would be interested in any kind of fun dog crafts, dog treat recipes, dog toys, or anything like that, please comment, share, sprinkle the love. Any of that really does help us out a lot. And of course, we have a really fun Snuffle Toy Club. And today is actually the first day to sign up for the October craft kit.
Yep.
So so snuffletoyclub.com today until the 15th. So don't even think about it. Just run to snuffletoyclub.com today and sign up for a membership. They're so much fun. You get all the craft supplies sent right to your door. Hassle-free crafting. It's so much fun.
Yep.
And we would love for you to be a part of it too. That would be awesome.
And we did have a comment here. So somebody has mentioned, I wonder what putting a little flameless candle in the middle of it would look like. I think that's a fantastic idea.
That would be
I think
adorable.
the jute especially would work well because it's got a little bit more structure to it. So it would, that would be really cool.
What a fantastic idea. I love that. Thank you for sharing. And if anybody else has ideas, we love them. It's so fun to craft together because as you can see, like Hillary and I make the same craft, but they fit our own personalities, right? We use different ribbons or different colors or different themes and stuff. Even though we're making the same craft, we're hoping that inspires you to get out there and make it to fit your personality or your home decor or your pup's lifestyle, all that good stuff. And we're just so happy to be a part of your day-to-day. Thanks so much for sharing it with us.
Thanks,
Have a great
everybody.
day. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.